We'll be needing a pair of scissors, 3.5 mm hook, and a zip of your choice. And you'll also be needing your measuring tape. Guys, before I go ahead, I'd like to show you guys something. I have this is a ribbed hat. It is a very nice one. So I was not really sure if I should put it up on my channel. I also have this one. I also have this is a baby, is up from 5 to 7 years old. That is this, and I made the pom-pom myself. And I also have this bucket hat if you guys want it. So if you actually want it, this is a bucket hat. This is a baby ribbed hat with the pom-pom, and this is a colored ribbed hat. Anyone that you want, guys, just drop it on the comment box and I'll put the tutorial up. And if you can't drop it on the comment box, you can just reach me on my Instagram or Facebook. It is there on the screen. I will start making my chain, make my slip knot. Sorry, I'm using a different kind of slip knot today. Okay, I've made my slip knot. Then I will have to chain 70. So here I have my 70 chains, and this is how long it is when I stretch. I'll just have to measure before we continue so that you know the measurements you're working for. Actually, this is, let me measure first, then I'll tell you. So I have 15.5 inches, but sorry, take that again, 15.5 inches, but when stretched is almost 17 inches. So you just have to add 2 more chains, that is making it a total of 72 chains. But this 2 chains doesn't count as anything. You go right straight into the 3rd chain and make 1 double crochet. So right now you're going to make 1 double crochet in all the chains or the stitches until you get to the last chain right here. So I'll meet you there. So now I'm done with mine, and this is what I have. So to go to the next level or to the next row, you chain 2 and turn your work. Inside that same space you make 1 double crochet, because the chain 2 does not count as anything. Okay, so you just have to continue with 1 double crochet until you get to the end of the row. Chain 2, turn round, continue until you get to the end of the row. Okay, you have to continue with this pattern until you get to your breast size. I will show you. So what I want to say is that I just want to use this as an illustration. You will make it long enough to at least get to this other part. At least it should get to this part of the breast. You are sure that it have covered your nipple up to this part where you can just show the cleaves, a bit the cleavage, whatever it's called. So you understand what I mean? Okay, so you continue. So here I have mine. I made 20 rows of the 10.5 inches. Okay, I'm okay with that. So to continue, you will have to need you'll be needing 2 stitch markers right now. So I will be needing this. So since this is 70 double crochets, we will just have to keep place our stitch marker on the 15th and on the 15th right here. with this we are okay. This is about 9 inches and it's okay for me because it's just gonna be an opening this way. Okay, right now I am going to, and since it's 70 in total, 15 plus 15 is 30, 70 minus 30 is 40, so we have 40 double crochets here. And I will just have to chain 2 as usual, turn my work round, make 1 double crochet in that space. I'll make 1 double crochet until I have 15 double crochets. And I'll just have to remove this stitch marker and place the 15th double crochet on this part. So here is what I have. Okay, so now I will have to chain 40. So I have my 40 chains, and you can go ahead and chain as much as the double crochets that you have in here, because I believe that we might not have the same. So if you have 41, chain 41. If you have any amount you have, so that when you are going, because you're going to make 1 double crochet on the next on top of all this, so that when you are making your double crochet you don't have to run less, you understand, or have less work. Okay, so we're going to remove this stitch marker and place 1 double crochet in there. Please make sure you still catch up with it. Okay, here, and go ahead until you finish up. Okay guys, so here I have my 15 double crochets on this other part, and this is what we have here. So this is just it. It's looking beautiful already. Okay, we'll have to continue. So here I have 21 rows of this. So we had 20 before we made this 21. So I'm just gonna make chain 2 and turn my work round. I will make 1 double crochet all the way. Okay, here I have 15 double crochets again. So right now I will just have to add 1 double crochet in each of these stitches of these chains. Now I'm done, and this is what I have. As you can see, this right here is the open part. So what we are going to do next to make some decrease. So to do that, you're just going to chain 2, then I will wrap around, insert my hook here, wrap around and pull through. I have 3 loops, wrap around, pull through 2, still have 2 loops remaining, wrap around, go into the next, wrap around and pull through 2, wrap around and pull through the 3. So here I have a decrease. Now I have 2 stitches remaining, so that's where I'm going to do my decrease. So I'm just gonna do it this way and this way, and I have 3 loops, and I will put wrap around and put through all. So I've made my decrease. So I will continue with my decrease at the 2 edges, so until about, maybe I could just go a couple of rows up, then I will make sure to show you how many I actually. Okay, I've completed this 6. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which I told you. And as you can see from here, we have our curve from where we started decreasing on the second part of this stuff. So you see the curve right here, and this is just what I want, simple. Okay, right now we have our 3 inches. We can go ahead and confirm that. Okay, so you see right there, a little bit, just one line more than 3 inches, and that doesn't matter, it's just 3 inches. So right now we're going to work on the shoulder. I just think that 7 inches is going to be okay for me, because I measured around my neck is just about 14 inches. 7 inches is just going to be okay for me. I just want to make sure this is the middle where I have it. So let me just count at 15 and just check if I have 7 inches. Right, so you might be needing your stitch marker again. Right now I don't think this is up to 7 inches, but oh my god, just what I wanted. Wow, just what I wanted. And this is 7 inches, guys. I'm so excited about this. So I would just like to measure this part, and I just have what I wanted. I thought 3 inches will be very small for my shoulder, and luckily for me I have more than 3 inches. I have 3.5 inches right here, and I also have 3.5 inches right here. Wow, this is turning out too perfect for me. So right now we have to add 3 more inches, and we ain't gonna be working on this part anymore. Okay, we just want something that will cover up to our shoulder. Is that right? And from here, no more decrease, guys. So chain 2 and turn round and go right into that same space and make 1 double crochet, and you continue until you get to the stitch marker. So here at the stitch marker, I'll just have to remove this. Okay, then I'll go right there into that place and make 1 double crochet. So this is exactly what I have here. If you think you want your shoulder to be smaller, you should be decreasing from this part. But if you are okay with the length of it, you should go ahead with this. For me, I think I'm okay with mine, so I'll just have to chain 2 and I'll continue. I'll just go okay, make 1 double crochet right into the space. So I'll just make up to like 3 inches, sorry, not 3 inches, 3 rows of this. So this is the second one. I'll finish up in the next, and I'll repeat this particular thing that I did here on this other part. So I'll meet you when I'm done. Okay guys, now I'm done with the 3 rows of the shoulder. So right here I did the same thing on this part, and I repeated it on this part. So I have 3 rows here and I have 3 rows here for the shoulder, and I will like to chain 1 and cut the end off. So with this, we've come to the end of the front panel for now. So we've actually finished up the front panel. So we just have to keep this aside and go to the back panel. So sorry I didn't start this back side with you. It was actually because it is the repetition of the front part. So the only difference is that there is not going to be any opening. Like this one, there's not going to be any opening. So I actually made 70 chain for this and 70 chains for this. So and I made everything just the same until you get the 22, the 22nd row. So it's just a repetition, just like I said. I will have to make my decrease from 23rd to 27. Okay. So guys, as you can see, I'm done with the back side too. So this is the curve right here, and I made just the same thing I did for the front panel. So this is 3 row for the shoulder, and this is 3 row for the shoulder right here, and the same thing applies here. Remember what we did for the shoulder. This is for the front panel. So we're gonna fix this two together. Right now you can be kneading your needle. If you want to use your needle, you can, but if you don't want, that's fine. So I'm not gonna be using my needle. I'll just have to go ahead and make a slip stitch, joining them together, joining this together. Okay, so first of all, you're gonna choose where you want to be the front, and this is actually where I want to be the front. So that's to say I'm going to be working on the back right now. So this is the front too, so I'll just have to turn the back. Hope you understand that. All right, here what we just want to do is to attach this together. Set my hook on this last, or the first, anyhow you want it, stitch, and can pull this through, make a chain, turn back to this side. Right now I'm making a slip stitch on the second stitch here and on the second stitch here. Okay, so go straight into the second one and make a slip stitch to the third here and third here. So just continue until you finish up with this. I'm here in the last one. I'll just have to make that slip stitch, and I will have to chain one, then cut the end off. So here we are done with this, and this is actually what we have, and this is what the front side look like. Very beautiful. I don't know if you can see it very well. Okay, now you go ahead straight up into this part. So you're just gonna insert your hook here and also in here. So now you make your slip knot and pull it all the way through this part and make a chain and like connect it. So after connecting it, you go right into the second and make a slip stitch. So continue with the slip stitch until you finish up with this one too. To the last one, finish up and make a slip stitch, a chain one, then cut the end off. Oh, I almost cut my hand. So this is it for the shoulder. Right now you've seen what we have. I'm going to introduce the next color, which is this. So this is the next color that I'll be using. Before we continue, first of all, I would like us to make a slip stitch with this color. No, sorry, yeah, slip stitches all around this part with this color. It's just my way of adding another design to the body. And remember, we are still on the back side. This is the back side, so I just felt like, so you just choose a place that you want to attach the end. So I will attach it on this. I think this is the first at this point. So I'll make my slip knot and connect it right here. Once connected, then I'll chain one. Then in all other stitches I'll make one single crochet. So it's actually single crochet, not really slip stitches. So you make single crochet all the way around. Just make your slip stitch on the chain one that you had and make another chain one. Make a slip stitch and make a chain one. Then you can now cut your yarn off. And this is what the outer part look like. I actually decided to add this color because red is a pepperish color, and this army green, I think there's the dark army green in Nigerian army green, and it really gives it that pepper look. So that is just why. Okay, having done this, let's go over to the body. So you see, this makes more sense now. So for the hand, you will have to count out 12 rows from the top. 12. So 12 right here. Just put this here to mark it. Then you count out 12 from here too. You're going to place your stitch marker. This is it, so don't forget. Alright, so this is for the hand. I'll measure to show you. So it's just about 6.5. Now we are going to connect these parts together. I will be needing my needle. This is the needle I have. So I will just have to attach it. I just want to make it a little bit long because I don't want to pass through the stress of trying to connect it, because this is not the normal needle for crocheting. I will be connecting this, and remember, you are still working on the back side. You've not turned to the front side yet. So you insert, you can equally use your needle, your hook, sorry, to do this if you don't want to use your needle. So I would just have to once you've done this, you will have to tie a knot right here. I'm going to tie that twice to make sure it's connected. So now you will be working on this in the middle of the double crochet, or anyhow you can, just make sure you're working through. So now I'm here. I'll just have to remove this stitch marker and go right into that space and into this. I'll just have to finish up. So once you've done this, I would like you to insert your hook lightly. Don't let it show on the other side. Insert your needle, sorry. So just go in as much as you can. and pull. That's just to hide it a little bit, so cut off. Now we are done with this, connecting these parts, and this is what the outer side look like. Before we do this other part, I'd like you to go back to this color again, make your slip knot, get it connected, so I'll be hiding the both tails along, so just make your single crochet all the way around. So you can go single crochet all the way around. I'll meet you at this point to show you what to do next. So I'm here at the end, and you should have nothing less than 140 single crochets. Okay, after that you just chain up one and cut your yarn off. Tighten it. I'm just gonna use this tiny hook to hide the tail, and this is what you're going to do on other tails, so just hide it in here. Okay. All right, now we are going to attach our zip on one of the side, and use anywhere that you know that you can see very well, so you understand it better. Okay, I think this part is better. So this is it. Okay, then I will actually have to insert my needle from here so that I will have this part closed up. I'm done with this part, so to hide this, remember how we did this other part, so I'll just have to insert my hook, my needle. I don't like it to show from on this part, so slightly or lightly insert it till you've gone to an extent, then you draw it up, and so it's not showing on this part. Very good. So right now you can just cut it off. So you were done with these parts right now. Oh my god, it is so beautiful. I just wish you guys can see it very well. So any tail you have, just have to cut it off, but be careful not to cut off the parts you doesn't want to cut off. So right now, remember, we have an unfinished business with the hand, so we will just have to finish that through. So count 12 rows from the top place, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So you're going to attach this together just the same way you've been doing the other parts. We are done with both sides, but if you don't want to add zip to yours, is not bad. You can just repeat the same thing that we did here. Okay, that's just it for the hand. We are going to go back to this color right now, so you connect anywhere you can. There's a space right here, so I'm just going to make a slip knot, connect it. Now you're going to make 2 single crochets in each of the spaces that you have. I'm done with mine. For the neck, I'm sorry I didn't work with you, but I only made 1 single crochet all round. I made it 3 rows of 1 single crochet so to get this round neck. So you can make it until the neck is no longer 4 corner, until the neck is now round. As you can see, mine is round. And for the hand, just like I told you, make 2 single crochets in each of the stitches all the way round. Then I exceeded to 1 double crochet, chain 2, make 1 double crochet in that same space, go round until you have your desired length for the hand. For me, I made 5 rows for the hand of 1 double crochet. Then I finished up with a single crochet all round. I repeated the same thing here. So that is all for this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and give this video a thumbs up.